What's up, boys? We're back with some more of the Grind Survivors playtest, a Survivors game all about grinding, my favorite type. It's an open playtest on Steam if you want to try it out for yourself, but last time we found a legendary shotgun from the final boss, so that's going to be pretty interesting to try and build around. The 21% dodge is pretty cool because the dodge tree in-game actually lets you scale your reload speed off of it as well. And I think you can get up to 50% dodge off of it by maxing out all of the upgrades for it. So we can potentially go up to 71% dodge and 71% reload speed, which I think should be fantastic for a shotgun since they have to reload pretty frequently. Other than that, oh, 4 ammo. That's actually pretty big since I think we have like 5. What else can we get off of that? 6 ammo, XP can refill ammo. That might be pretty helpful. What do we gain from the crit tree? Lots of crits and explosions over there. That could be pretty cool as well. Pickup range, XP orb. I'm down to get the big ammo for now. It didn't sound like there are any big changes for Darkness 2. I think there was something special at Darkness 3, but I'm not sure if that's in the game yet. Attack speed, I do want a lot of that. I wonder if we could get instant reload speed. I'm kind of curious on that. So if we can get the max out the dodge tree combined with that tree, I guess we'll find out whether or not reload speed is additive or multiplicative across the different trees. There's like a basic leaderboard in the game currently, and it looks like people at the top of it had only played on Darkness 2 so far, so 3 and up might not even be in the game yet. Stash, ammo, pickup range. Let's toss a reroll. I really want to try and find the evasion tree if I can. Nope. Piercing could be pretty helpful. Oh, there's some reload speed over there. It's based on getting hit, though. That might not happen all that much. Okay, that sounds interesting. After reloading, gain big attack speed. That sounds perfect for the build, actually. Although, I kind of wish I hadn't increased the ammo for that now. We're going to have to get a lot of attack speed to actually start reloading quickly. Shooting range, cooldown reduction. There's a reload speed for each killed enemy. It resets after reloading though. So that's for combining with the thing where you reload automatically when you pick up stuff, I guess. If we grab that, it should make it easier to find that one, which I really do want though. The attack speed after reloading. So I'll take that to make it a little bit easier to get that. Chill, move speed, some reload speed on there. That tree does look pretty helpful. XP can refill ammo, so I actually don't want this tree now that we gain some nice bonuses for reloading, since that would make it occur less often. Yeah, let's level up haste, some pretty good all-around stats with some reload speed included at some point in there. I feel like having some pickup range as a legendary effect on your weapon is actually insanely helpful. It was so hard to grab all of the XP before that. Burn. This is actually pretty bad for the shotgun. We have, I think, 5 or 6 bullets by default. That's the ammo, I think. Wait, you can hover over that and see. We'd go up to 7 shots from 6, but losing 25% damage, so yeah, that would be terrible. Let's toss a reroll here, I think. Piercing, dash damage, ammo. Not in love with any of these. We could grab the XP to see some more stuff. Piercing honestly isn't terrible, but I think I want to grab the XP to give us a few more levels and make it more likely to find the evasion tree, since we haven't even gotten a single level in that yet. We are getting some decent attack speed off of the shrines, at least. Ability cooldown reduction is actually not bad. We only have 1 reroll left. That would be super nice. Big stats after casting that. Yeah, I think I like that tree. Doesn't look like the pickup range works on the ash and all. Still have to get super close for that. And the weapons. Dual crits, XP and movement speed, that's kind of nice. Ooh, attack speed. I really want that, even though some of the other stuff might be better. Here's the dodge tree. So the important one is over here. Dodge increases your reload speed, so we have to get that as soon as possible. Ability cooldown on kill, that's pretty nice. Projectiles bouncing is super helpful. I have a bit of that on the skill tree, so improving that a bit is actually quite good. Movement and attack speed is super nice. I think I do want that. Definitely seems to be a step up in difficulty with the insane number of enemies here, but I'm also a lot stronger now. Oh, that would actually be the perfect time to go for this guy while I have super speed to dodge everything. Well, kind of hard to hit him even with that, it seems like. Attack speed pickup range. That is a lot of attack speed. I want that. Ooh, that's super nice as well. Synergy. Kinetic power plus ergonomic magazine. Can I see my current skills anywhere? So, kinetic power. Okay, so we don't have that yet. But that should be active basically the entire time with the insane attack speed. Ooh, those are both so good. I'm gonna grab that to try and unlock whatever the synergy thing is. Yep, that's a lot of enemies. "13 minutes in and I can barely move already, my god." If there was like a way to have auto fire, but being able to aim the weapon, that would be super nice, but there's very little settings right now. Please! I can't move! I can't do this with auto fire, it's just not gonna work. Okay, we'll do one more and I'll use manual firing here. I just need to be able to like clear a path through where I need to run. Let's see, we have 3 skill points. Bit of damage, what else? Maybe some ability uptime. Yeah, we really need an auto fire with manual aim. Like a hybrid between the two styles. So we want to avoid that one. Critical hits cause an explosion, that sounds pretty cool. Yep. Well, I can have auto fire on for a bit, but we have to swap later on once you can't move at all, it seems like. Reload speed, I do want that. Yep. Pick up, ooh, reload stuff. Yeah, let's grab that. Is that the, yeah, that's ergonomic. That's the same thing we were trying to hit last time. Ability cooldown's okay, bounce is pretty good. I think we may need to pump up the AoE a bit with how many enemies there were. Then let's go over to manual aiming, I guess. Quite a lot of enemies already. Haste is super nice. That's also pretty good. Oh wait, no, that's the bad one actually. Yeah, let's grab some haste. Is that guy hiding behind something? Movement speed, reload speed, extra spread, that's not bad. Each enemy killed, it resets on reloading though, so not the greatest for us. That entire tree seems quite good, yep. How long do I have to stand in this thing? What the heck, man? Pick up, shooting, crit damage, knockback. Resets after losing HP. Kind of hard to keep up with the insane numbers. It's really good if I can, and that's pretty helpful. XP, piercing HP. Ooh, here's the dodge tree. Bouncing stuff is pretty nice. Ooh, dodge, reload, and attack speed. That's fantastic, and we need that anyways. This is so many! What am I supposed to do? What am I getting hit by? There's nothing close to me over there. Bro, there is nowhere to move, Jesus. Move and attack is pretty helpful. Oh, here we go. Dodge increases reload speed. I can at least give that a shot before I die. That would actually be pretty helpful to keep the buffs going. 5% ooh, that gives dodge as well. Oh, that's the other part of the tree, right? Yeah, that's the final piece. How much dodge are we at currently? I can't see it over there, I think. Oh well. Bro, there is nowhere to move. This is insane. I don't know what you're supposed to do here. I feel like I was having a lot of difficulty in the first one with the shotgun, and then the revolver was a lot easier. So, I mean, we can try out the purple one and see how that goes. Let's see, I can probably reforge some of the stats on that. What does it have? Speed, regen, dodge, reroll. We could try the dodge thing again. Let's try and pump up some of the stats on there that aren't very good. Nice damage roll. Dodge at 18%, that's okay. Alright, that looks mostly pretty good. Yeah, good enough for now. I still haven't seen Chain Lightning yet. 1% is terrible. I feel like the bouncing stuff on the ability is pretty helpful. Alright, purple revolver, how does that compare to the legendary shotgun? Oh wait, I actually have to change something on the skill tree for the revolver. That's different from the shotgun. So with the shotgun, this one isn't worth it. +1 bullets, but you lose a bunch of damage. But for the revolver, that's actually best in slot. So we need 5 points back for that. I like having the reload maxed out for the builds. And then bounces are super helpful, and then 7 points left. I guess we'll just fill out some of the bouncing related stuff. Okay, now we're good for the revolver, I think. So we still want to do the evasion thing if I can, but this should actually be pretty good now that we don't have so many bullets by default. We'll just convert any other weapon into a shotgun. Crit, some nice bouncing. Enemies killed explode into 3 bullets. Ooh, that sounds really cool. What is that off of? The shotgun effects. Maybe I actually should have taken that tree just to unlock that upgrade, now that I think about it. That one seems pretty impactful. I just saw the first one on the shotgun and I was like, there's no way that's worth it with actually losing damage from that. The exploding bullets do seem to have a pretty short range, though. Max ammo, pickup range, some nice attack speed, bouncing. That would go with trying to maximize the AoE damage, which is pretty helpful. That would be super nice. Especially since we're trying to go reload speed anyways. Up to 105%, or 100% attack speed, I mean. Reload speed, I do like that. That makes a lot of sense since we're already leaning into that quite heavily. And that one would actually be super nice for the reload style build we're trying to go for. A bullet nova after reloading. Oh wait, it's already available. Okay, yeah, let's try that. Maybe I just wasn't focusing on all of the extra AoE effects you can add in quite enough with the shotgun. It just feels like a legendary weapon was kind of disappointing. There's the big attack speed thing I want. That makes so much sense with the Nova thing we just got over there. Emptying the mag as fast as possible. Ooh, 60% attack speed, yup. Pickup range to help keep the attack speed buffed up as well. shot, gain attack speed, resets after reload. That doesn't really fit how we're building this time. A bunch of generically good stats there is pretty nice though. Actually, having some chilling with how fast we're attacking, I think that would buy me a lot of time. Let's grab at least 1 point there. Oh, I didn't see if I unlocked any other runes yet. Those can make a huge difference since I only have 2 of them. And the movement speed burning one isn't going to do a ton on most of the builds you're doing. Chance, shooting range, bouncing, reloads. I do want that, since we're kind of emptying as fast as possible and then reloading as much as possible. Bullets plus 2 is pretty solid, I think. Ooh, that's fantastic, and it unlocks a potential synergy. Yeah, let's go there. Resets on reloading doesn't do a ton for me. Those are both quite nice. What do we gain after haste? Lots of movement and attack speed, a little bit of reload speed. That is quite good. I would like to start leveling that tree up a bit, I think. Balance plus 1 as a shrine? Isn't that crazy? I'm still getting destroyed, kind of. I can barely move even with that. This game is rough on higher difficulties, Jesus. 20% dodge. I do want that tree, but we need at least 3 levels there. And I'm already struggling a lot, so I think just getting the stats over here kind of makes more sense in my current situation. Although I did still want to try the dodge-related build. I just don't think we're gonna live long enough if I start getting stats that don't really do anything for me right now. And in fact, I think I'm dead anyways. I just can't move anywhere. I think you need more meta progression for Darkness 2. This is insane, dude. I gave it my best shot, but I am not good enough for this yet. This is insane. Yeah, we are 100% dead now. There is nowhere to go here. Jesus. That is brutal. Seems like I need more meta progression, or I need to do something more with the skill tree. But I think that's about the most I could do for the Revolver. We could maybe drop the ability-related stuff and go for the piercing for better AoE. Seems like you definitely need as much AoE as possible. And I think that's the best we can do for that. We can then get some piercing or bouncing over there. Let's go probably bouncing. And then I'll do one more because the game's kind of addictive. And I really want to beat it, but I just don't see a way to. Oh yeah, do I have any other rune stuff? Weapon max ammo is always 1. Bullet restores its lifetime when it hits an enemy. Oh, that's why the exploding bullets don't last that long, I guess. Okay, we can try that. So there is something interesting you can do with that with very fast reload speed. I feel like that's kind of risky when we're already struggling, though. That would make me weaker early on, but there is some cool stuff you could do with it. But I don't think that would help me in my current predicament. So we're just going absolutely maxed out AoE damage this time to try and be able to clear a path at least. Haste is pretty nice. Ooh, we got the dodge thing super early on, so we can try that this time. Well, another in the dodge tree, and that does make sense to get pretty early on. What do you get at the end of that? Big bonuses while the shield is active, restores faster, and +1 shield charges. So we actually have the dodge reload thing available already. Why are there no... Oh, there's some shrines. Haste is quite nice. Ooh, instant dodge reload speed, absolutely. Can I see what my dodge is? Looks like 68 with that, so that's fantastic. That might show the current reload speed as well, 0.38. Let me see. Reload 0.38, okay, so it does show exactly what it brings it to. Actually, I feel like since we have so much reload speed so early on, I kind of want to try avoiding the max ammo now, so we can trigger the on-reload effects even faster. Like, the Bullet Nova thing seems fantastic for AoE, and by avoiding that, we'll be able to trigger it even more often if we can go in that path. But I'm only going to try that because we got so much reload speed so early on. I think that's another +1 max ammo, it looks like. Dash damage. Ooh, attack speed. I do want that. This one would be extremely good now that we have a ton of dodge, so I think I will start building towards that. And then with some extra shrines, and we're down to 0.33. Nice reload speed there. Bouncing would help with the AoE. I do like the on-reload effect since we are trying to build for that now. +1 bounce and pierce are both pretty nice. The critical hit explosion would be pretty nice as well. Bullets pierce killed enemies, that would be pretty cool. Each hit bullet has a chance to gain an extra bounce, that sounds insane. And it does give AoE by default. Attack speed would be very nice. We could finish off that tree, and then the dodge gives us even more bonus, so I'm thinking we go ahead and get that out of the way. Bounce efficiency would be nice. Oh, we do need extra bullets as well. That would make a lot of sense if we had some good attack speed. I do need to get my attack speed up a bit. I think the bouncing makes a lot of sense. Ooh, I do really like that one as well, since we have so much reload speed. +1 bullets is pretty nice for the revolver by default. Thank God of magnets. Exactly what I needed. Movement attack speed is quite nice. Some nice stats over there after ability activation. I think this does make a lot of sense. Bouncing would be nice. Movement and reload's not bad. That would make it easier to get the super strong one at the end of the tree, so I think I like that. Oh, I actually want to avoid that here, I guess. Since we have such an insane amount of reload speed. But also, I might just be dead now anyways. Dang, I really wanted the Bullet Nova on reload for this run, but we might not make it that far. Ooh, 5% dodge is really nice though. What is that? What is that? 70%. I think it should be higher than that, so maybe there's a hard cap on that? But we're down to 0.28 on the reload speed. Like, we have the tree maxed out for 50%, 18 on the revolver, 5% from that, and I think like 10% from something else as well. So yeah, it looks like there's a hard cap of 70% on it, which does make sense, but it should show you that somewhere. But also, there's just nowhere to move now. Goodbye, cruel world. This difficulty is absolutely insane, and I'm going to need some more meta progression and to get a bit better at the game to really beat that. It seems like absolutely brutal right now. If we can get some of the really strong runes, that would be pretty helpful. Would be cool if it could show you like how to unlock those on this page, I feel like. Just make it a little bit easier to see. But some of those will be pretty impactful. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.